Okay, so quickly on the legal. In 2018, we were horrified when Florida tried to ban early polling sites from every college campus. And you might find this surprising, but no major organization even thought to take on this case. Our ambassadors had been working on getting a polling site at the University of Florida for years without success. And it was because of her, Megan, that we decided to sue the state of Florida. A lot of people thought it was a long shot because who would use the 26th Amendment, right? I went to law school like some of the people on this call, and I never even heard of the 26th Amendment, Frank, and I'm being honest. And I actually went to a pretty good law school. The 26th Amendment is what lowered the age from 21 to 18. And on that basis, we said, if you're banning early polling sites from college campuses in Florida, you're discriminating against young people in violation of the Constitution and the 26th Amendment of the Constitution. And we won. And then Florida tried to do a runaround recently with this pretext of requiring a certain number of parking permits if you're going to have a polling site, which by the way was to say banning again polling sites from college campuses. Can you imagine if you were in New York City or if you were in Chicago or wherever, having permit parking to allow you to have a polling site? That means no city can have a polling place. So we won. We were able to settle that, and we won. In Tennessee, they tried to criminalize various aspects of voter registration, including requiring you to issue a statement from the state that was about a paragraph long, even if you were sending a text message. So if you were to say to a student by text, remember that the voter registration deadline in Tennessee is October 3rd. You then have to include the following. Please be aware that this text is not authorized by the state of Tennessee, blah, blah, completely undercutting your message. We won that case as well in federal court as a violation of the First Amendment, forcing you to give a message that you don't want to give. If the state wants to give a message, let the state do it. And in Wisconsin, which has the country's most onerous student voter ID law, basically making it impossible for students to vote, we sued. There are a lot of cases that are being sued in Wisconsin. Our case got combined with a number of other cases, but we did win, and the final decisions have not been made yet. But on one sliver, we did win. What the court said was, when you are putting more burdens on this class of people, which are students, than you are putting on any other age group, not retirees, not school teachers, not firemen, you're discriminating against them. And so we got them to remove some of the onerous requirements that they placed on students. So that's an example of the litigation we're doing. And more recently, and very exciting, we've sued in Dutchess County, New York, on behalf of Bard College, with the president of Bard and our student ambassadors. Because imagine, Bard is the largest, densest part of Dutchess County. And there's not a single polling site on that college campus. And students have to walk 3 miles on a dirt road over a highway to be able to vote. In the basement of a building that's not ADA, which means disability compliant. 2 students have been killed on that road. And yet there's no polling site in violation of the law based on density on that campus. So we've brought a lawsuit in Dutchess County. People, when they think, oh, voter suppression is only in Mississippi or wherever, it's not true. It's also in Dutchess County, New York. We never thought we'd be doing litigation, but as I said in our room, voter suppression is now an art form, surgical precision to deny students the right to vote, whether it's local county politics or presidential politics. We are seeing people gerrymandering college campuses. So if I am a freshman and I move into this dorm, but next year my dorm is across the street, I might not know that I needed to re-register because that's a different district. I live in New Jersey, right, Patterson. Montclair State is 4 different districts. Louisiana State University has the same problem. They've also gerrymandered the largest historically Black college and university in the country into 4 different districts. These are the schemes that if you're not watching, you wouldn't know. Even advocates in social justice and voting rights don't know because they're accustomed to what's still happening. Denying Native Americans, denying Latinx, denying low-income Black people, urban communities, we get that. But way more is happening and we're on top of it.